Hello, welcome, and welcome to Middle Grade Monday. Today, I thought I would restock my TBR shelf, which I'm completely blocking. I filled it up with summary type book back, I think even before I started the channel. I want to take some of those out, even though those are some of my 26 in 2026 books. I have plenty of time. It's only January. Famous last words, right? But I want to put some wintry type feeling books in there. I want to put a different selection. All of the books that I have are books that I want to read. I'm willing to move some of them around. Let me do that. I'm going to pull out the ones that I feel like don't belong seasonally. Then I'll go around and find some new ones to put in. And I thought I would invite you to come with me. Okay, so these are the ones I'm pulling out, and you'll see what I mean by summer. If they show up. Keeping Safe the Stars, Sheila O'Connor. Belly Up by Stuart Gibbs. I love the colors on this. Wish Girl by Nikki Lofton. The Summer of Riley by Eve Bunting, because it says summer in the title. Making Friends with Billy Wong, Augusta Scattergood. I just love that cover. I love the green of it. Sharon M. Draper Blended. I so want to read this. Love Like Sky by Leslie C. Youngblood, which I've started and I will finish. Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus. I said it. I have the hardest time with that title. By Dusty Bowling. And Each Little Bird That Sings by Deborah Wiles. So these are the ones I'm going to remove. Let's go find some books to put on. Back, and I think I picked too many books to put on the shelf. As you saw, I took all of the ones that I had on display. So now I need to put new ones on display. These are the ones that I want to read the most, though really this one looks a little summery on the cover, but that's all right. I don't know if I want to show you each book that's on here. Some of these you've seen before, but I do have one new book that I got from the book fair. Let me show you a couple pictures of the book fair. I was going to try and vlog, but it didn't happen. So I have some pictures to show you. This is basically how it arrives and how we set it back. This is actually the return carts when we're done with the book fair. The carts, the big metal carts, have books inside them, and all those boxes are filled with books. And then we place the carts around, and I'll show you that. We put the books out on tables. They're labeled things like holiday books, science, adult bestsellers. There's all different types of books, and other ones we put on top of the carts. And then when we're done, we close it all up and pack the books back into the right box if we can. Close up the carts and put them back where they were delivered. Put the boxes back on top. That's book fair. I got one book from the book fair. Jennifer L. Holm, she's a well-known author. She writes good books, and this is outside. Razzie has always been told, don't go outside. It's not safe. It looks like she's going to. That's all I know. I didn't read any more than that. It sounds like a dystopian, and I love dystopian. That's on here. Some of the books that you haven't seen. The name of this book is Secret. I've had this for a while. This is by Pseudonymous Bosch. Ginger Pie is a book that by Eleanor Estes it won the Newbery. I don't really like this cover. What else have you not seen? I think everything else I've highlighted. Books that I picked that I want to put on. So none of these are going to be in any particular order. I'll probably rearrange later. I've had this book forever. It's The Girl from Felony Bay by J.E. Thompson. I don't even remember anything about it from the book fair, I'm fairly sure. The White Giraffe by Lauren St. John. I love this cover, and I love giraffes. So Echo. I got this one from a Little Free Library, and it is just so stunning. And I believe this won either the Newbery or the honor for Newbery. The author is Pam Munoz Ryan. It's just stunning. This one I was planning on reading in February, and so since that's still winter, this will be like a Valentine's. This is technically a young adult. You've Reached Sam. It's a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. He passes away, and she calls his cell phone because she just wants us to hear his voice one more time, and he answers. Soundbender was a book that I had picked to read contender recently. Soundbender is by Lynn Oliver and Theo Baker. The Limit by Kristen Landon. It's got a comment here from Margaret Peterson Haddix. She writes really good books. It says, an 8th grade girl was taken today. With this first sentence, readers are thrust into a fast-paced thriller that doesn't let up for a moment. That sounds good. That one might be young adult. I'm not sure. Odette's Secrets by Marianne McDonald is a World War II Jewish girl living in Paris kind of story. But it should be super fast because it is in verse. So, and see, I'm running out of room. I will make room. So You Want to Be a Wizard by Diane Duane. Years and years ago, I was friends with a children's librarian at the public library. She said that if you liked Harry Potter, you would like this book. I never did read it, but when I saw it for sale on the Friends of the Library shelves, I bought it. Neither of my kids have ever read it, but my son's friend read it. He said he liked it, but I know that he didn't love it if he did, and he might have just been saying that. I don't know. But I've always been curious, and it is a series. I'm going to set that here for now. The Land of Elyon, Book 1, The Dark Hills Divide by Patrick Harmon. This book is it's just so pretty. I don't know if the other books are available or not. I'm not sure I would want to start a series without being able to continue on. But this is quite possibly the first book I bought from the Friends at the Library, our local library. It was brand new when my kids were really little. And this might be the first book that I bought there. Dragon Rider. I said that I wanted to read a book about dragons. I used this as an example, Cornelia Funk. Since then, I've been intrigued to read this one. Yeah, no room there. Willowdean by Catherine Applegate. You just can't go wrong with a Catherine Applegate book. And it just looks so cute. I know absolutely nothing. I got this from a free little library. Should be a quick read. Willowdean. And last, but definitely not least, I have been eyeballing this book since I got it. The Ogress and the Orphans. I just like the alliteration, by Kelly Barnhill. When I was at the book fair, I was looking at the books that are in I think they were Battle of the Books. This was one of them that was in this cupboard from the author of The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I read that one. I liked it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I bought this from Barnes & Nobles, but I picked it up just based on the title. I had checked it out. It had good ratings on Goodreads. To know that it was chosen for Battle of the Books, I think that's what it was for. Sounds good to me. So no room for those, but I will set them up here. All right. Makes me want to start reading. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.